Hello there. I'm Elaine Rosenberg from Neo4j. Welcome to this Graph Data Modeling Fundamentals course, where you will learn how to design a data model and create the graph for the movie domain using Neo4j best practices. It has many hands-on challenges to implement the modeling designs. The first module of this course introduces you to what graph data modeling is. You will learn about the graph data modeling process. It is an iterative process where the application stakeholders must work together. The stakeholders must understand the domain so that they can come up with the use cases for the application. You will also learn the difference between a data model and an instance model, which is the Neo4j graph. In the next module, we focus on how to model the nodes of your application domain. Your first hands-on exercise will be to create nodes in the graph for the instance model. Then you will be challenged to identify a new label for the data model based upon a use case for the application. And finally, you will add more nodes to the instance model. In the next module, we focus on modeling relationships. You will create relationships in the graph to reflect some of the use cases. Then you will be challenged to identify or name a new relationship type based upon a use case. And finally, you will add more relationships to the graph for the instance model. In the next module, you'll learn the importance of testing the instance model against the use cases of your application. Then you will be challenged to test all of the use cases by running Cypher queries against the instance model. Graph data modeling is an iterative process. In the next module, you will learn what refactoring the graph means. How labels are used in your graph data model affects performance, and you will learn how to profile a query against the instance model. In the challenge, you will refactor the graph to add an actor label to selected nodes. After any refactoring, you must retest your use cases. In the next challenge, you test the use cases that are affected by the refactoring. You will also be challenged to add yet another director label to the graph and retest. And finally, you will learn what to avoid when you consider labels for your graph. In the next module, we focus on ways to eliminate duplicate data in the graph. In the first challenge, you will add duplicate language data to the graph. Next, you will learn how to refactor the graph to eliminate duplicate data. And in the next challenge, you refactor the graph to create language nodes. In the next challenge, you will create genre nodes from more duplicate data in the graph. Finally, you will learn a few best practices for eliminating duplication in complex data. In the next module, we focus on refactoring that turns generic relationships into specific ones. This module has a challenge for specializing the acted-in and directed relationships, and a challenge for specializing the rated relationships. The final module in this course focuses on intermediate nodes and why they are important for certain data models. You will be challenged to refactor the graph to create the intermediate role nodes. We hope that you like this Graph Data Modeling Fundamentals course.